The new polls are out, and the Miami Hurricanes have cracked the top five after the W over Notre Dame 27-24. Cracked the top five. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts of this video. Appreciate y'all jumping on board as we hit Hurricane football hard. Ohio State's number 1, Penn State 2, LSU 3, Georgia 4, Miami 5. Up 5 spots in the AP. Oregon 6, Texas 7, Clemson 8, Notre Dame 9, and South Carolina 10. In the coaches poll, don't get the respect that the Kings deserve. Miami's ranked 7th in that poll behind Texas and Oregon. In fact, that one actually is Ohio State, Penn State, Georgia, then LSU, Oregon, Texas, and Miami. Look, man, either way, the Canes are ranked in the top 5 in the AP. They earned that ranking. I think they earned a top 5 ranking, period, across the board. The team performed exceptionally well. What does this mean? Nothing really. Also, breaking in the top 25, though, Florida State is ranked 14th in the AP. Florida is ranked 13th in the AP. Florida is 15th in the coaches poll, and Florida State's 19th in the coaches poll. Now, what does it mean, though, long term? Right now, don't mean shit. We all know this. Rankings are going to completely change for the most part all across these polls. But, like, for example, when you go into the next few weeks, you got to look at the schedules of the teams that you're going to play. So, for example, Florida plays South Florida and LSU prior to playing Miami. Play Miami on the 20th after they play at LSU on the 13th. I mean, if you want to go deeper, Florida has what I would call a motherfucker of a schedule. South Florida, after that, LSU, Miami, Texas, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, Georgia, Kentucky, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Florida State. That's a schedule right there. Right now, as of today, Florida's ranked 3rd, Miami 5th, Texas 7th, Texas A&M 19th, Georgia 4th, Ole Miss 20th, Tennessee's 22nd, and Florida State's 14th. These things matter. I think we learned that last year, that these things do matter when it came to Miami, especially losing that game to Syracuse and what it did to them. Because had they, I don't know, had a schedule that people viewed as a tougher schedule, then guess what? They might have still cracked the playoffs as an 11 seed or a 12 seed possibly. Now, Florida State, on the other hand, they play East Texas A&M. Who? Kent State. Then they play Virginia, and then they play Miami. And you look at their schedule, they got Pitt, Stanford, Wake Forest, Clemson, Vatech, NC State, and Florida. Their schedule is not as daunting as Florida's, clearly. But I think the key thing here is that if the game that FSU played against Alabama is indicative of reality, they're going to beat East Texas A&M. They're going to beat Kent State. Question is, are they going to beat Virginia? Because that's the game before Miami. What we could realistically have with Miami is the fact that Miami plays Bethune, South Florida, and then has Florida on the 20th, and then has a week off before going to Florida State. If Miami was to win their first 4 games, as I said, I think that Notre Dame game was a must win. It was a must win. You had to beat Notre Dame to potentially forgive a loss against Florida, albeit it's a home game. I don't think Miami loses that game. I think Miami wins that game. But now Florida State looks good. And if Florida State is a 5-0 team and Miami's a 4-0 team heading into that game, you're talking about a top 10 matchup. Realistically, you're talking about a top 10 matchup. Miami's going to be ranked in the top 5 and maybe even high, maybe top 3. And let's say Florida beats LSU. Miami definitely is top 3. So there's a lot of things that can happen here. But to start off, obviously getting ranked in the top 5, that's big. It's something that the SEC teams have always taken advantage of, had the blessings of being ranked all like having 10 teams ranked in the top 25, which is preposterous, but it happens pretty much every year to start the season. However, yeah, you look at this Miami schedule, and you look at that possibility, you could be having Miami playing FSU as an FSU ranked in the top 10 and Miami ranked in the top 3. And that would become an epic Miami Florida State game. I think we all love the epic Miami Florida State games. I think we would all prefer those games over the one team stinks, one team's good, or both teams aren't very good. At least I would. I can't speak for other people. I know how I feel. I'd rather watch undefeated play undefeated. I'd rather be the reason FSU has an L. I'd rather FSU have a strong schedule, strong season, so that boosts up Miami when Miami beats FSU. Just the way I feel about it. But look, end of the day, Miami is now ranked in the top 5 and can only look forward, man. Team is Carson Beck is going to get a lot of opportunity this weekend against Bethune-Cookman to air it out, I believe. I think we're going to see them air it out a bunch, a lot of stretching the field type of plays so that they can get used to each other in that regard. So I do expect to see some stretch out type, some aired out type plays. You're going to have running backs that are going to, break big plays, obviously, as well, more than likely. And certainly I'm expecting the defense to perform. I'm expecting the defense to lay belt to ass on Bethune-Cookman. All that said, it is nice. It feels good to have your team ranked in the top 5. It's got to feel good to everybody. I do think the coaches are full of crap. Miami should be ranked top 5 in both polls. You just beat Notre Dame, who was ranked 6th. So what does that make you? That makes you number 5 or 6 at worst. You take their spot. I think the LSU win over Clemson's overrated personally. I don't think Clemson's that good. Just my opinion. I think Cade Klubnik is completely overrated as a quarterback. But, that's another conversation for another day. Miami Hurricanes are ranked now in the top 5. This is exciting news. And now it's a matter of focus. Do your job. It's just that damn simple. Do your job. And I think we saw players doing their job on Sunday night. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. I appreciate y'all jumping on board. This is Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.